super off. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's a good one. We met some new people, some new friends. My boy A.
Hell yeah. What's up, y'all? Avron. Everything Avron.
Everything Avron. Give him a follow. And we in his GTR. My first ride in a GTR. Super excited. Oh, that sounds amazing.
I think it's too quiet.
You think it's too quiet?
I want it louder. It's still got mufflers.
Okay.
It ain't got no cats, but it's still got mufflers.
Jeez.
Can't get grip on the cold tires right now. It's still like...
Oh, they were spinning just now.
Yeah. So like it's not always all-wheel drive. It actually throws power to the front.
Okay.
So you can actually kind of monitor that right here on the torque split. So technically you're driving around 99% of the time in rear wheel drive, and when it senses you need that extra traction, will it throw power to the front. You can kind of play with the little traction control buttons and all the switches, adjust your suspension, traction, and your transmission shift points. But for the most part, you kind of see like normal driving, mainly rear wheel drive. Didn't even give me, that was all rear wheel drive. Then it kind of gave me a little bit of the all wheel drive.
Okay.
It's kind of like, I gotta play with it and learn it, but it's fun. Dude, it's fun.
What's this going on up here?
Oh shoot, I always drive with dash cams. So I had back in my, 2 years ago now I think, I had a Fusion, and I was like, you know what, let me do a dash cam, and shoot, it saved me from having to go through the whole insurance hassle. Some dude, traffic on the highway, he like freaking stomped on the brakes. Oh, I know, I'll find a spot. But freaking, he locked up his brakes in like a 55 Ford, swing across the highway, and then I freaking boom hit him.
Oh shit.
And so when I was merging onto the highway, I went over the solid line, if you will. So the cop was like, you know what, I'm just gonna let insurance do this, because they're like, oh, if you weren't already on the highway, you wouldn't have hit him. And I'm like, how are you gonna blame me for him sweeping across traffic and me hitting him?
Yeah.
T-bone. So anyway, I showed the insurance. I was like, hey, check this out. Boom, here's my dash cam video. And they're like, oh, okay, all right, we accept your sole sound responsibility. So it saved me. So ever since then, I have all the vehicles.
I need to get one. Get
Off of it.
Rexing.
Yeah, this is a dual one, so forward and back 1080p. Well, I think it's 2K and 1080p in the back.
Sick. Okay.
So that's all right. I make sure I get that shit. It saved me that time, and I was just like, all right, it's worth it.
How long you had this for?
Just over a year now, bro.
Okay.
Just over a year. Let me pull this up so not too much wind noise. Yeah, just over a year, and got it October 2022, and then let's see, how long was it? Like 5 weeks. It took them 5 weeks to give it to me. It's used, but they freaking had it in Colorado, and they had to ship it, and then it was a whole fiasco. So I finally got it in November, and then yeah, I kind of babied it all. Oh, it's not 2022, 2021. Holy shit!
Time flies, huh?
Time flies. Yeah, this October will be 2 years. Holy shit! I was sitting here thinking, I was like, wait a second, it wasn't 2022. I was like, I've already had a whole day. So here's some fun stuff. Make sure no cops find me. So, playing around with what we got. So I changed the traction. The trick here is to put it in comfort mode, because you want the soft suspension. And what the soft suspension does, it actually transfers that weight to the back. And then that's what you actually want if you're trying to do like a launch, which is what we're gonna exactly do right now. I'm just gonna make sure.
Yeah. Do your thing.
But yeah, so anyway, with the soft suspension mode, it'll transfer that weight to the back, and theoretically it's supposed to give you more oomph. Most of the times it still spins, especially probably right now because it's still kind of cold tires. But yep, that's like the little quirks you can do, set it up for the best. And then this one here is your traction control. So full off means it should give me all all-wheel drive power as quick as possible.
Okay.
So that's theoretically how it does. And then other than that, you just press the brake, smash the foot, it'll go do its thing, and you just let off the brake.
Okay.
So let's try it out. Let's see how this thing does. You'll hear it go into launch control here in a second. So we still squashed.
Oh yeah.
That was not, believe it or not, that was not a good launch.
My legs move all over the place and shit. Like, jeez.
So believe it or not, that was not a good launch. So I always gauge it off of the head change. So like if I get a good head change, I'm like, all right, boom, we hooked. That one, we kind of slid a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, no. So my best time, at least I should say measured time, was a 3:04, I think, 0:60. And then I did the quarter mile once. I did a 10 9 or 10 8, which is technically not very good, but like our altitude out here is just, the DA was horrible that day.
Okay.
So technically with this mod, the full bolt-on, whatever you want to call it, E85, it should be about 10.5. Of course, that'd be like good DA, 10.5, 10.3. So that was my best quarter mile. And then out at the half mile, we trapped 161 my last go, and then my 60 to 130 was like a 7.7. So that's pretty good. So that's right on where this mod list for these cars are. This 7.7. That's pretty much where you're supposed to be.
Okay.
I'll take it back out. I don't really do too much launches. I do enjoy roll racing. Yeah, of course, that's where most people want to race to, and it's like, oh, if you want an all-wheel drive car, you need to launch it. That's where you're gonna win. And I'm like, well, I don't want to fuck up the transmission.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Theoretically, it's got the updated transmission where I don't have to worry about that. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I'm just not gonna go out and launch it every fucking day.
No, for sure.
But shoot, this thing's fun, man, and it makes it easy. Like all the other cars I've ever had, you have to drive it. Not saying that you don't have to drive this, but dual clutch transmission, you don't really have to. You point and shoot.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
literally all I do.
yeah.
So it kind of spoils me, and then I'm already ready for more. Like without opening up the transmission, without opening up the engine, you can upgrade the turbos, and instead of putting out about 650 wheel horsepower, you can put out about 8 to 850 on a stock motor and stock trans. So I'm already ready for that. I want it, but like, of course, you know,
Of course. Yep.
In time. But yeah, man, this thing's pretty.
It's super comfy too.
Dude, I love it. So my brother, being a bigger guy, he like hits his kidneys too much.
Mm-hmm.
So like our body size, it's like just nice and tucked in, and it makes me feel secure, and it kind of holds me in place. I only did one autocross event so far, but it really helped out. And this is the black edition, so it's got the Recaro, which has a little bit more bolster.
Mm-hmm.
But even the stock seats, dude, they hold me good enough that I'm perfectly content, perfectly happy with it. Some people do not take them out because they're about 100 pounds each, believe it or not, each seat. So people take them out, switch them to carbon seats, and I'm like, nah, I'd rather be comfy than have an extra 2/10 in the quarter mile, which again, going back to, I don't really enjoy launching too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, no, I'm gonna keep these stock seats. And then they go with the theme. So like last month, I started buying a whole bunch of red stuff and carbon fiber stuff. So the steering wheel's been on there for less than a month. Paddle shifter's been on there less than a month. I found the boot thing here.
Okay, yep.
From Japan.
Oh shit.
And then this guy here, I had to get that. So, and this is all the OEM stuff. It's just I just had to find it from different places. Because I didn't want to I made the decision of like, I want to mod it and I want to do the red and black interior theme, but I don't want to go like aftermarket and have like, well, I guess with the exception of the steering wheel. I didn't want to go and do like carbon fiber overlay stickers.
Oh yeah, no.
OEM dash piece, OEM boot, OEM gear shift. This guy was aftermarket, same thing with the paddle shifters, but that was like that you have to have that.
Yeah, those things you can't really tell though, you know, like that looks.
It coordinates just enough, and I was worried at first with the red because I told the guy, I was like, hey, how does this match with the OEM red?
That's what I would be worried about.
That dude's got better. Yeah, I'm not in a rush, so I'm just gonna take my time. Oh, there we go. Funny thing about this car, like how you drive it is aggressive. Like with the DCT, I don't know how it is in your car, but like this guy with the DCT, if you're like cruising grandma on it, it doesn't like it, and it's just clunky.
Yeah.
And then it's just like downshift. So like you gotta get into it. Then it's like those crisp shifts.
Yeah.
Shifts.
So we're still tuning mine to get that shit worked out.
Dude, it's even with the OEM setup, like it's got the aftermarket, whatever they did to the TCM, but even the OEM setup, every once in a while you have to do a clutch relearn because even in OEM it still kind of adjusts itself to where it's like not as crisp. So like, I think it's just a DCT thing where it's like, yes, it's the best of the best, quickest shifts, but it's so sophisticated that you gotta kind of readjust it every once in a while.
That's what I feel like's happening with mine right now. Like we did the initial tune, and then it's like shifts started getting slower.
Yep.
And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense at all though. Like nothing's been changed, no parameters, nothing. So
what I'm gonna do now, my favorite is the rolling launch. So it's got the rolling anti-lock setup. So I always go from a second gear 40. So literally it's just a click of a button. So like I'll set cruise control, which right now we're set cruise control at 40, and I'll shift down to 2, and then literally I mash the gas, and when I'm ready, I just click cancel on cruise control, and we're off to the races. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I get down to 2, and then we're gonna get it. So I'm gonna press the gas, go on the boost, click cancel, and we're off. And it gets there quick, so I was about 110 right there.
jeez! Are you serious?
Yeah, that was 110.
That didn't feel like it at all!
It gets there quick.
Bro!
That was
Yo!
Dude, that's it.
Oh my god.
That's why I say it makes it easy. Like,
and it's so smooth.
it's smooth. Like in the half mile, like I said. So yeah, I trap 160, but I hit like 165 by the time I actually let off. I'm holding the steering wheel because I just want to be secure, but at the same time, it's just goes, and just cruises.
Technology is amazing, huh?
The technology, the way they did this car, it's amazing. And those switches make it super easy too. It's just like point and shoot, bro. And me, I always like to leave it on that screen because I like to monitor my temperatures. I never had any issues with temps, but because again, I don't go freaking crazy hard.
It's all in Fahrenheit. My shit's in Celsius.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. I know this is a U-turn. Well, yeah, man. Celsius, I'll throw me off because I can do the conversions in my head, but like,
Yeah.
when it comes to temp, my brain is all Fahrenheit.
I got you.
Like when we do like working on the car and tinkering, shoot, I love me some metric. 10 mil, 11 mil, that's all I want.
Yep.
You have to do those freaking 7, 6.
Oh my god.
What size is that? Like,
Yep.
I can look at a boat. I'll look at that boat and I'll be like, yeah, that's a 10 mil boat. And then, or that's a 12. And I'm like, all right. But no, when it comes to temps, PSI, like same thing with PSI, like the bar throws me off, the megapascals throw me off. Turn that shit off so it doesn't do that. But yeah, man.
Oh, this is sick.
It's got a lot of stuff. I haven't even touched really everything. So I keep it on that screen, like I said. Like you got like a little performance center somewhere over there. Yeah, you can like change these guys out and then put in different parameters you want to monitor. Most of them are like 0 to 60, G's going around the turns, all that.
Yeah,
good stuff.
yeah.
So it's got like stuff built in. I think you can even do like a measure your 0 to 60. But there's a Camaro that just pulled up next to us. It looks like he's on fat tires in the back. Right here.
Where?
To the left. I know he was gonna do that. I was like, let me just see if he like kind of goes inside.
Yeah.
Oh well.
No, this is such a comfy ride.
It's smooth, and that's like not even the comfort mode. It's like, yeah, when you're launching, the comfort mode lets you shift that weight, but like, I can feel the difference now. Like my wife's like, no, I don't feel no damn difference, but like I put it in comfort mode, and shoot, we'll be cruising, and I'm just like, man, this is just a luxury car.
Oh man, yeah, no, I got full poly bushings. I got
Yeah,
solid diff bushings. I feel everything.
But
I feel everything.
For what you're gonna do with it, that's what it's for.
Yeah.
What I really want to do is take it to the big autocross track in Phoenix that they tell me about, and really let her stretch her legs. Cause I did the Muscleman. Like
This
this
is
was like
tiny.
when I first got it, and it was just too small. Like, and then going back to the whole how it shifts power back and forward. Like, I was just too much. There was just too much torque being applied, and I was just sliding. It felt like a rear-wheel drive car, and then the track was just way too small. I didn't even get out of second. It was just like stay in second the entire time, and I was just like, no, I can't even really do what this thing's meant to do. Kind of like a touring car, you know what I mean? Touring track. But yeah, man, I love this thing. One of the best investments I've ever done, and I lucked out too. Lucked out and got it just before they went to shit, like the whole car market.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Literally
Right before COVID.
Well, no, not even before COVID. It was like, it was already in COVID season because it was 2021.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, November, December of 2021, a lot of the cars, especially this one, just went boom. So got it, and then next thing you know, 2 months later, I'm looking at cars with the same specs or slightly more miles, and it's like 20 grand more than what I paid, and I was just like,
oh, so you got a real good deal.
yeah. So for a second there, I was like, what's wrong with this one? So for a second there, I was like, let me just baby it. I did baby it for like 2 months, and I was just like, let me just kind of ease into it every once in a while.
That was meant to be, bro. Meant to be.
Meant to be. And then a lot of people, because when I got it, it had 60,000 miles on it, and everybody like on YouTube and shit, they're like, I would never buy a high mileage car that's been romped on, and I'm like, you gotta think about it. Not just Nissan. Nissan's great with their cars, longevity. This is a spec built, performance built Nissan. So you got a double positive, if you will. You got the Nissan quality, and you got a car that's built to even tighter specs. Where yeah, this thing may have been probably romped on for the past 600 or whatever, 60,000 miles, but it was made to do that.
Exactly.
And as long as there's really no apparent things, which I was nervous at first, but I was like, let me just kind of feel it out. Dude, this thing's been a blast. This thing's been, it's been great. So,
yeah, like you said, quality matters.
Quality does matter, and they did it right. Nissan did it right with this guy. So I was just like, well, let me jump on that opportunity when I saw it. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, this is definitely a beautiful ride, man. Definitely a beautiful ride. We're gonna cut this here, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this, and follow my boy Avron here at what is it?
Everything Avron.
All right, Avron.
That's his pronunciation.
Okay. All right. Peace.